Way. Let's goose over here. I know the rocks are bad. Stay on that side. I know it's hard. Racehorses don't know how to do that. Ooh. Yeah, she's gonna make a good looking mama. She's gonna be a good looking mama. We gotta get you bred. It's almost time. We might have to see if we can watch the Sunland Park Derby.
Yes.
Figure out what time it comes on. I haven't looked it up yet.
I'll look. Of course, they're on what?
Mountain time. Hour less, hour later. There she is. She knows how to do it. I knew she did. It's just a horsey thing. So, where are we going? We gotta go skoo. We're going to skoo. You ready to go skoo? Skoo's fun. Skoo is so fun.
Last night, all right, let me back up a little further. I've been Facebook friends.
Whee! What happened?
Until 2 years ago in person.
Ah.
He was so good. If I had a problem without even meeting him, I would message him or text him. Just tell him what to do. And we have a love problem. He wanted to get this direction.
No. What are you doing, guy? What are you doing, guy? You're upsetting my equilibrium. I'm trying to just be checking things out here and you're busy pushing me around. Ah. 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 So pretty. Oh my goodness. Ah.
Floracieta. Her registered name is Sure to Bless. This one is surprise suspect, so we call him Stunner. So, he is still, I think, he's only run 5 races. He's just 5. We're hoping to condition him. So, this is where Brett, of course, wants to make it better for us. He wants the racehorses to be connected to him. Our dream, his dream, my dream, is if there's so connected
Tell her that story.
Oh, yeah. She wanted to transport people. She knew Thurber. I mean, so she got out. Look, she said, got a shank? I said, you don't need shank. She said, Susan, Thurber, you need a shank. Of course, she didn't know what she was talking to. Just ask Todd Fletcher if I need a shank. And it made him so mad. Of course, he got him up out. I've never used a shank on any of these before. And so she got him out. She goes, well, I trained a horse for the Kentucky Derby, and I've ridden horses, and I've been with. She was mad. Well, she hauls a lot for the ladies that have that gate here. And so anyway, I called Beans up and I said, Beans, I think Donna was big on that. She laughed. Oh my God, so bad. She kept trying to tell Brent what he needed to do. I said, Brent didn't need to be told what to do. He knew what to do. Of course, she didn't know that in all honesty. So anyway,
Hi.
that's the story.
Does that feel pretty good, huh? Does that feel pretty good?
But our dream was, and we've been working on this, and in fact, the attorney is supposed to be here now. That's one of the ones I'm working. He is working on the documents. We are going to have a racing partnership. And most racing partnerships are, you can buy 5% of one horse, and the minimum is $10,000. And so
Oh, that's so smart. She is so super smart.
So, this is what I do. She wants to bring in 16 horses. One share of the investment would be $5,000. And what we're going to start out as.
Oh my goodness. She can do stuff, huh? She know how to do stuff. Isn't that gonna get her? Huh? She can't believe it. She can't believe it. Oh my goodness, is that so bad? Oh my goodness. Hey, not supposed to stand still for stuff coming at me that I don't know what it is. Oh my goodness. Scary. That's so scary. I don't know what you're doing with that thing. Why is it so scary? Why does it got to be so scary? Why do you got to be so scary with these things? Is that going to give me?
So, that's what our goal is. The attorney was going to put it around today, but he had a couple of questions. So, it's one of those things we had to do a lot of research, think about a lot of things, what would happen if we do this. So, what I'm hoping to offer no later than is the documents for anybody that's interested.
Oh, she's so smart. She's so smart. Yeah. Oh, she is so smart.
Number two, James Susan needs to wait before placing the order. And so, what we're planning on this is when we started. I mean, we got one building, we got one mayor. We want to try to bring the mayor by that. We got a couple of ideas, Brett does, and we want to do. We're already looking into that. And as you see, and Brett says she's left, so we still think she's left right next to her?
Yeah, probably.
And he feels like left right next to her are and he's got one idea for a stud that drops a lot of stuff left on it. He's thinking about doing those two things.
Oh my goodness.
So,
I know.
So, what we'll do is whoever will invest, and we have to set a deadline, but I'm saying things like you we'll get all of this year, and then the next 2 years, kind of a buffer. So you can, and as I said, the hope is if we can get our money together, that we can make this fall. Am I being a little too
No?
positive about that?
Maybe. But we don't, once we can get started, we get started and take what the time takes.
You know how you turn
Spring is in the air. Spring is in the air. Ah, I see it's supposed to grow. Oh.
Joey, that is the plan. We've been working on it. It's like Teresa said. We've been talking about it. How long, Rick?
Years. Well, the whole idea is if we invest the time and energy in their foundation, then they're going to be a solid deal, make a lot more money. That's what everybody wants. It's just going to take a little more time to get there.
But that's the reason the racehorse and world like this, they don't want to take the time to do it. Right. They just want to get it done and make some money.
Would you hold back racing them till they're through?
I would like to, but if I had them since they were a baby and they'd been going 20 miles a day, you know, for a year and a half without anybody on their back, and another 20 miles a day with somebody on their back, they might be ready. They're technically, they say their hocks, the growth plate in their hocks don't close till they're 4 or 5. The growth plate in their knees usually close about 2.5. I've used to gallop a horse that won a couple fraternities, and in the fall of that year, they found his knees were still open. They were still, the growth plate was still, he was sound, but he was rare. He kind of moved he moved right, so he wasn't pounding on himself near as bad. And he's a quarter horse, so 350 yards at that point was the furthest race he'd run. So there's that. But yeah, I would like to not make their first start until they're actually 3, or you know, that at least their knees.
There still are some that are racing before they're 2, really, huh?
Well, they're not supposed to, but in Oklahoma they'll race them before they're 2, and before they're actually 2, they'll run them because they're technically
Running them.
January 1st, and they used to run. I never saw them yearling races in Oklahoma. You know, before the January 1st of their 2-year-old. They could have been born in May, and not even be 16 months. But those guys don't want to spend a lot of money finding out if they can run.
I've got 4 off. I've had 4 off the track thoroughbreds, and the sound of them is just,
Well, it's partly all the Lasix that deteriorates their bones. All the pulling on their face deteriorates their muscles, because they're not using the strong muscles that are designed to carry the rider and propel them forward most efficiently. They're using, they're pulling on their front end, and they're just not an efficient machine. If you're an engineer and you looked at the way the horse is put together, the shape, how he shapes his body will affect how he moves. And you'll feel it on a horse if they're trotting along with their head up, or if they got a nice round stride. You'll feel it in the cadence. You'll just feel like they're floating. And if they're out of sync with their body, it feels bad. But when they're collected and centered, it just feels like, I can't even believe I had a racehorse one time. It was the first time I'd rode him a long time, exercising, breezing and stuff, and he never really breezed that good. He was kind of always didn't know where he was in his posture. He was kind of trying to find himself. We go to Japan, and I've got this little watch that tells me how fast I go. What it does is repeats. It counts. It beeps every second down to 10 seconds, and then it does 5 little beats to tell you that the 12 seconds are up. So, and then over there it's meters instead of yards, but they're about the same. About 100 meters, about 110 yards between the poles. But he was moving so easy that we were going so much faster than I was supposed to be. But he did it. It felt like he wasn't exerting himself at all, because he was moving so perfectly. I was going way too fast, like a half a second faster than I should have been. But it didn't feel like he was struggling at all to go that speed, because his body was in such perfect unison with his stride that he was hardly using any energy to go that fast. Just the what do they call it? The built up energy, the spring in the tendons and ligaments. That energy doesn't take any muscle to come out. So they kind of, if they're springing just right, they're kind of using each other to spring against, instead of a lot of muscle and energy propulsion to go. They're not using the as much oxygen. That's a pretty easy game. Keep my eyes on you. That's not hard. That's not a hard game. She's more self-confident. He's not. She's pretty much, she's okay with a herd or without, because she's going to be the leader, and she's got somebody that follows her or not. She's.
I want to say about the attorney. He is so impressed with the idea and
See, it's so pretty. Oh, see. Huh? That's not the boogeyman after all. Mother Nature says that's what boogeymans. That's what boogeymans do. Oh my goodness, you don't have anything to be afraid of. You thought you did. You thought you might, but you don't. Nothing to be scared of. And the better she feels about us being her leader, then the better she's going to feel about us playing with her baby and not telling that baby in body language that beware, here comes the humans. We want her to think, oh, here comes the human, baby. You wait till you get a load of this.
well, now, I think she's changed a lot since we brought her last night.
Yep, yep.
I mean, we
Well, everything was brand new to her, and now she's been here long enough that this isn't novelty anymore.
well, she's not got quite the attitude now. She's looking for it, you know, like to be around. Hey, Sam, how are you?
She is the best girl. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that. She's super brave. She's super brave. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness. That is no big deal. No big deal. Anybody could do that. That doesn't hurt nobody. That never hurt anybody, did it? She's so brave. I know. Supposed to be scared of that stuff, you know. I'm supposed to be scared of that stuff. I don't know what you're doing. Got a cowlicky over here. Oh man, I hope you don't get no babies, no cowlicks here. That don't look pretty in the picture. You know that? Ah, so smart. She's so smart. Oh, yeah. Oh, she's very smart. Oh, she's so smart. Huh? She figured out everything. Yes, she figured out everything. She figured out everything. Oh my God. She's so smart. There it is. Whew. It's not too hard to be a genius. It's too hard to be a smart pony, huh? It's not too hard. We can do it. She is so pretty. She is so pretty. She's a thinking pony. She is a thinking pony. Oh, she's so smart. Huh. She's so smart. Man, this new language stuff is hard. I didn't know learning a new language was that going to be that hard. Oh, she's so smart. She's super smart. Oh, she's so smart. Oh, she's so smart. He gets so scared, doesn't it? I know. We don't understand it at all. We don't understand it at all. Huh. Girl, she's so smart. She's so smart. She's a pretty girl. She stays mostly on the thinking side. She doesn't get reactive at all. She goes, oh, here comes the puzzle. What is the answer? Ah, I know. So that's thinking. That's what thinking ponies do. Thinking ponies do. Huh. Oh my goodness. So smart. So smart. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my Oh my goodness. So pretty. Oh, look at you. Look at you. She's like a genius. She's like a pony genius. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's so hard. Oh my goodness. They're so smart. They're so smart. Golly. Golly. She's like a genius. She's like a daggum genius. She figured everything out. She figured everything out. Oh, does that tickle your leg? Does that tickle your leg? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's not hurting nobody. There you go. See what I mean? It just tickles. It doesn't hurt. Told you. I know, it's just ticklish. It's just ticklish. Yes, it is. No boogies. No boogeyman's here. No boogeyman's here. No boogeyman. Huh. She gave me a dirty look while she was over there eating hay, and I looked in her stall and she tried to run me out.
Well, she was worse. She has been worse, so she's come a long way. I mean, she was like mad.
Yeah. That's just what she learned.
Well, yeah.
Became a pattern.
Kept in her stall, I think, is the best place for a year. You know, all they do, they didn't take any time.
Nope.
They just sat in there and did and left it. So what's the fun that this is from the big old cookie dough? There's still some attitude, but not as bad.
Ah, look how smart you are. See, super smart. She's figuring out quick. She's figuring all this out quick.
And you really don't want to breed them before they red.
I wouldn't. I know people that do, but I wouldn't.
That's what my vet recommended. So she's right, she's ready. Because her birthday is this month.
Ah, she's the best girl. She is so super smart.
Now I will say the people that had these horses did not run ahead. I mean, they really did that.
Ah, see how smart she is? She figured out everything very fast. Figure out everything very fast. Oh, look at you. She's like a genius. Said this isn't hard. See, because she's self-confident, she wasn't worried about her safety. She's a lot easier for her to learn. She's figured this out really quick.
Isn't it interesting what a difference hot diggity dog and this one is? I mean, you can just see it so obvious. Actually, I thought she'd give him a little bit more attitude like Rio did last night. But Rio
Well,
really didn't.
I haven't asked her for much. For Rio, I was asking her for a lot, and she wasn't.
And I mean, it was a little bit just to play with Rio. She was fine.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, you're like a genius. She figured out everything.
You like Rio?
Yeah. Oh boy. Look at that. Ah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. She's one of the best girls there ever was. She's a pretty good girl. She's a pretty good girl. Whoa! Almost got you that time, huh? We almost got you that time. She is super smart. Yes, she is. Ah. See how smart she is. Oh. Oh. She's so smart. She's so smart and beautiful. What is that? What is that? What are we worried about? There's nobody to worry about you. There's nothing to worry about. No, nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Ah. Are you drunk? You're walking around like you're drunk. That's what we like to hear. You all better? You starting to look all better. You're starting to look a little all better. Oh. Oh. Nobody's that hungry. Nobody's that hungry. That's my girl. She's a thinker. She's a thinker. Let me see that tongue. I saw it out there a minute ago. I saw it out there a minute ago. Give me the tongue. 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 You're too smart to act like a silly filly. Floracieta, can you drop your head a little bit? Can you put your head down here? Oh, just the tiniest bit. See, like to worry about those guys. Yeah, see, like to worry about those guys. Huh? See, trying to be a good girl. See, want to be a good girl. So I would like to be a good girl. I don't want to be bad. I don't want to be bad. Nice stuff right there. That's some nice stuff right there. Safe and comfy. Oh, oh, she's like a genius. She's super smart. She is super smart. What's he doing? He being a wild pony? Whoa, what, don't get that look on your face. No, that's not what you're supposed to be thinking. There you go. Oh, you were thinking about being silly, girl. What is he doing over there? What is he doing over there? Ah, yeah, she's Floracieta. She's the prettiest girl anybody ever saw. She's the prettiest girl anybody ever saw. There she goes. She's so smart. She's so smart. She is so smart. Let me see those ears. Let me see those ears. I gotta wait till you there, huh? Silly, silly. Silly, silly. Yes, she is. She's the silliest one. She's the silliest filly. She is the silliest one. Catch more flies with honey. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Go this way. Super smart. How'd you learn so fast? You got a big brain or something. There it is. Big brain. Big brain in action. Nice. Where am I putting her? Okay. You think you can handle her? She's pretty wild right now.
Who do you think got her this quick?
There you go.
Except I didn't do all
My
that you did.
mama.
But it's just a little love gave her a lot of it.
Yeah.